beautiful smile, genetic with style. Connect with our souls, juices flow like the Nile. Nefertiti, be who you are, because you're fine, fine, fine. Queen that's in my mind. Nefertiti.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today's topic is, are all men the same? Are they all just liars, cheaters? Are they just terrible at relationships? Yeah, a lot of them are. A lot of men are just terrible. It's the sad truth. But unfortunately, ladies, sometimes it's actually our own fault. Yes, you heard me right. It is our fault. We tend to pick the same type of guys a lot of times. We go after the guys that don't want anything serious. It's your type. So stop picking the same type of guys. Start paying more attention. Focus on what it is you're liking about them. Like you've heard people say that girls like bad boys. Sometimes that's the problem. You do. You find them attractive. But they're not what you need. They're definitely not the right kind of guy for you. Now, if you want to deal with the guy cheating on you and everything, that's fine. Go for it. But for the rest of you that might actually want a real relationship, someone who's going to love you and care about you, that's not the right type of guy to go for. Don't do that to yourself. So start focusing on what it is you're doing wrong. The guys that you're picking, pick different types. Don't go for the same type of guy every time. Now, sometimes you do this unknowingly. I've done it. Sitting there thinking I got a whole brand new type of guy, and then all of a sudden, like after talking to him for weeks and things are kind of getting kind of funky, like, what the hell is going on? And then I start noticing things like, it's the same dude I was just with before, basically. Like, wow, failed myself there. Huge failure. It's my own fault though, so I can't even be mad at him for being an ass when that's the one I chose. Chose to deal with that kind of stuff. Terrible. But it happens. Pick it up, move on, learn from your mistakes. Not much else you can do other than that. Other than that, guys, sometimes it's us. Sometimes it's our fault if we feel like we're not getting the attention that we deserve. Did you tell him? Did you tell him you need more attention? Did you tell him you like romantic things? Did you give him examples of stuff you like? Because a lot of times we fail just by simply communication. We're not telling them what we want. We're not telling them what we expect. We don't tell them what we like. We just accept the stuff they do, and then we get upset about it later. But you never told them. You didn't tell them what you wanted. You didn't tell them what you liked out of life and relationships. You just accepted what they did, and they thought that was fine and that everything was cool. And now he didn't understand why you're upset and yelling and going off on him about some other stuff because you never told him the problem. You got to talk about things. You got to get to know people. Some people are going to be unwilling to do the things that you want. Now, do you really want to spend months with somebody and not having these kind of conversations and be unhappy? And then when you do, you find out that's just not the kind of stuff that they're going to do. Now, this is the point where you can work on a lovely thing called compromise, which is great. You should. Everybody should talk about what they want, don't want, what they're willing to do, what they're not willing to do, how much effort they're willing to put in or not put in. It's also where you need to figure out what you want to do. What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to not get exactly what you wanted? Is that okay? Is it not okay? It's a big deal. I mean, I can't speak for everybody. I know I like affection. I like attention. I need that. I need to know that you want me. I need to know that you love me. I can't not get those things. I can't be ignored and feel like you don't want me. That's not going to work for me. Not at all. I can't do that. I don't want to compromise for that anymore with people. I don't want to be ignored. I don't want to have to question if you actually care about me or you want me. It's like there's not a day that should go by that I don't feel like you want me. I don't like that. That doesn't make me feel good. I need to feel loved. I do. Call it what you want, but that's how I feel. And I'm pretty sure a lot of other ladies feel the same way. So, guys, it's just a thing you got to figure out. So is it you? Is it them? Is it a combination of both? Because sometimes it's that too. Sometimes you just let them get away with things and you don't stop it early enough, so they just let it go. Like, oh, well, she's cool with it. I'm just going to keep doing it. Oh, she's fine that I flirt with other women? Awesome. Meanwhile, on the inside, you're over here freaking out and upset about it, but you don't want to come across as crazy or like you're tripping because you don't like that. No, tell them. Sometimes they literally just don't know any better. They're only going to do what you let them do. But seriously, sometimes they really just don't know. They just don't know. They don't know that they should cuddle up with you to make you feel wanted. They're guys. They're not as emotional as we are. They have feelings, yes, but our needs and things are still a little different. But definitely figure it out. They're not all the same. There are some good guys out there. Some are just a work in progress where you got to figure out if you want to take the time to work on it with them and if they're willing to put in the effort to give you what you want. And if not, leave them. Find somebody else. Someone else will. That's what they say. What one man won't do, another man will. Same goes for women though too. It's like what we won't do, another woman will. It works both ways, guys. It's just a process of figuring it out. So not all men suck. Not all women suck. So as usual, thanks for listening to me ramble on about things. Please feel free to give me ideas about anything you might want to hear about or talk about. Ask questions, whatever. Hit me up on my Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Any of the things are fine. Hit me up in the comments down below. Thanks, guys.